Okay, everybody. So sorry if there's any glare on my monitor. I don't understand how to put pictures or modify my videos. So this is it. This is what Drea had sent me. She sent me a total of 3 of these Power Crunch bars and a total of 3 of these here and 2 packages of laxative teas of some form. Um, Everything was absolutely awesome. I'm so sorry that I didn't open the package in front of everybody, but I got really emotional about it and I didn't want to post that video. I'm sorry. Um, she sent me this awesome card. The Gene Pro that I'd been looking into after she had posted um, a thing about it, a video about it. She had posted, she stated how she wanted to taste it or test it because everybody was talking about it. And I'm so wicked happy that she sent me some of the. Oh my gosh, you don't even know how mind blowing I am. That my mind is blown. So, and then there's this video with Jillian Michaels, which is something that she talks about all the time in her videos, which is absolutely awesome. And I wanted to try it so much, and she actually sent me this. So I'm really, 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 oh my gosh, like so thankful. Thank you very much, Drea. Along with the Glad mini rounds, I hear everybody talking about smaller portions because after you have the surgery, you're not going to be able to eat too much, and you want to keep measurements and dialogues and all this other stuff with your after your surgery. So um, I am very, very shocked and happy and just blown away by the package that Dre sent me. Thank you so very much. Um, okay, so I wanted to show you a quick picture of my daughter when she was first born because she had all that super long hair. Um, and then there was a picture of my mother when we were younger. That's a horrible picture. I hate that picture with all my heart and soul. I don't know why I haven't burned it yet. Um, that was my mother before she had gained a ton of weight. And then that's what she was before she had the surgery. I think that she was a little bit larger than that um, before surgery. But as you can see in the background of this picture, my mother was a big Burger King fan, Newport smoker, soda drinker. She had her TV on the table that's behind this little fella right here is my cousin. And this little girl right here is my other cousin. They're brother and sister. But my mother was really big at sitting at her table doing absolutely nothing all day. Um, okay, so there's that picture of my mother at 550 kind of pounds, I believe. And now today, this is what she looks like today. She is 180 pounds. She wouldn't change it for the world. She did get her hair cut just recently, kind of like my hairstyle, but um, because she gets massive headaches when her hair gets in her face, I guess. Mine was just because I was getting bored of the whole ponytail do. So this is my mother today, and this was my picture back in 2008 or 9. Yeah, I was kind of heavy, 230 pounds heavy, 240 pounds heavy, but um, it's not as bad as today's pictures where I am actually. Where did that picture go? I must have deleted it. I don't know how to get it back. Oh well, I guess not. Not as bad as today's picture. Um, I'm gonna be sending, or not sending, but I'm gonna be posting a body shot, I guess. Well, I'm not gonna take it. I'm just gonna send you guys a picture of what I look like. Is what I'm gonna do. And that's all I've got to show because I'm gonna try to put this video and one other video together, and that's my little cute angel on the screen here. Um, So I hope y'all have a great day. It's beautiful outside. Later. Hey everybody, this is Frankie. I made a video, but for some reason, don't ever use that capture thing that goes on your phone. It takes forever for it to upload. And then when it told me that it was done uploading, I couldn't find it on my YouTube, even though I told it to go to YouTube. I made a video about the box that that I had received in the mail by Drea. Um, I'm hoping that I can figure out how to insert a picture of all of this awesome stuff that Drea gave to me. Um, she gave me 3 Power Crunch bars, 3 um, Atkins nut bars or something like that. Um, a video, a workout video, which was quite awesome because I'd been looking for that video online trying to figure out how much it costed. Along with some Glad containers that were for smaller portions, which is awesome. And she gave me the Gene Pro flavorless protein powder that I was so like shocked. I literally cried. So I made a video during the time that I opened it, but I don't know, I felt embarrassed by it, so I went and I made another video showing everything that I had gotten. And for some reason, like I said, it doesn't seem to be going up on YouTube, and I'm getting tired of waiting and trying to send it again and again and again, and it's just not working. So I made it yesterday, or I had received it yesterday on February 25th. I came home, and to my surprise, like, lo and behold, the FedEx man put it in between my 2 doors for my front door. And I was like, oh, what the heck is this? And then I looked at the package, and literally I like jumped up and down. I was like, oh my gosh, wow, she sent it to me. She sent me a package. Oh my gosh. I can't wait to see what was inside. And when I looked inside and I opened it up, I started to cry. She sent me a card with a beautiful little message in it. And it was very heart touching. I'm very emotional. And I have been trying to deal with my own personal depression. I don't like to take medication for it because that just, I'm sorry, it doesn't seem to work for me. It just makes me feel blah. So, I tend to try to deal with my own problems. I mean, if it comes to the point where I start thinking horrible thoughts, then maybe there's a possibility. But I do see a therapist, and I see this person regularly. And I don't like the glare that my glasses give off, so I'm sorry. I was, extremely excited and stoked, and just I was blown away by everything that you put in that package, Drea. I don't know how else to thank you. I hope that that is your address on the box so that I can send you a thank you card. Um, I think you're an awesome person. I think that you are one of the first 3 people that I started watching, and I literally told myself that I was not going to watch people's newest videos. I went straight down to the first video that you'd ever posted, and I watched you straight through. I mean, it took me a while. But I went through this phase where I was utterly and completely addicted to YouTube videos, and I could watch them for 2 or 3 hours and not even blink an eye at that I just sat for that long. Now I make sure that I don't. I make sure that while I'm watching videos, I'm exercising in my living room in front of my computer, because my husband and I do not have like cable or anything like that. We have the internet to our house. We watch Netflix or Hulu, or we download movies off the internet. I don't know how. I don't know what that was for, but whatever. Um, and when I found out that I was gonna have surgery or that I was contemplating about it. I was just like totally absorbed by YouTube. I did not know that there were this many people out here, like a knit little family that lived around the world of weight loss surgery people. It doesn't matter if you had the gastric bypass, the sleeve, or the band. Everybody is out here, and everybody um, is extremely awesome. I enjoy watching an awful lot of people's videos. I love watching Drea's. Not because you sent me a gift, but I always look forward to yours. I also like Killing Fat Amy with VSG, and Natalie. I don't remember her name, but Killing Fat Amy with VSG and Natalie just did a video um, out of some kind of restaurant. I don't remember exactly what restaurant it was, but they were doing a taste test on all these things, and I seen some of the stuff that Drea had sent me that they had tasted, and I was totally blown away because I wanted to try them so badly. And now that Drea sent them to me, I'm just like, I was blown away. I was really like, my mind was just, I thank you again, Drea. It was absolutely an awesome giveaway, and I wanted to get some of these things, and you got them for me. Thank you so much. Um, thank you. Um, okay, so I've said thank you, Drea. I'm gonna move on to Aubrey in Wonderland had done this thing where she talks about the reason why she's such a big person, or oh man, I hope I didn't say that wrong. Not like that, but like why she believes that she became as big as she is, or how it was, or she wanted other people to do their stories. So my story is that my mother was a morbidly obese woman as I was growing up. So you could just imagine the portion sizes as she gave to three small children. And now that I have had time to sit here and think about it for the past 6 months, um, because you know you got to go on that special 6 month diet, or not everybody does, but this is the way that my doctor does it. It's a 6 month diet that they put you on, and then the last 2 weeks before your surgery you go on a specified, or a 1,000 calorie diet is what they call it, um, that I'm going to be starting next week. But I've been kind of doing it already. I don't know if that's a bad thing, but um, I've been going to the gym, and I've been, you know, doing what I have to because I'm afraid. I'm very afraid that they're gonna open me up and then close me back up because my liver's too big. Um, and I don't know how well that would feel. You know what I'm trying to say? They're gonna open you, blow you up like a balloon, and then look inside and say, "Not happening," and then close you back up and then make you wake up and say, "Go home and try again." Um, because this has been a rough 6 month journey, clue me. So yes, my mother had an awful lot happen in her past, which of course, you know, reflected onto her children. And starting with an abusive husband to an abusive second husband. You know, the first one was a physical, the second one was a mental, and then after that, she was by herself in her own depression, raising three children, and just eating and eating and eating. My family was about food. My family was about meat. My mother could buy a party sized pizza, and each of us could eat pizza. And whatever was left over, my mother would then graze upon for the rest of the day for at least 2 or 3 hours until that pizza was gone. Um, I remember family gatherings every Sunday at my grandmother's house, and my grandmother would always say, "Vicky, I don't know, but you and your kids are always so, you know, you guys are all so large, and your kids' feet are huge and their bellies are big. You know, maybe you guys should try, you know, doing something to correct that." And, you know, my mother would just kind of, you know, shrug her shoulders and do whatever. And my grandfather, Dear Lord, I love that man. He was like my father. My meme was like my second mother. Um, and she always gave me wisdom beyond my years. Um, and meme, it did absorb. It just took time for me to use them. Um, I can I look at all these things and I can just see in my mind's eye that it must have been really hard for my mother dealing with her own depression and having three children as a single mother, trying her hardest with two dead end jobs that weren't gonna, bring her anywhere in life. Um, Trying her hardest, but not getting anywhere and just gaining more and more and more and more weight. I don't understand how she managed, but she did. Um, so, needless to say, yes, I have an awful lot of issues myself. I try not to let my past bother me any. I try not to allow it to bother me any. Um, but I do believe that that's one of the main reasons why I never really went out with anybody or dated anybody. That's why I didn't get to have a child until I was older than 30. Because I did not want somebody to abuse me either physically or mentally because I had dealt with it enough as a child. And I'd always told myself that I would not allow that to happen to myself. Um, and then I found my husband at the age of 26, or wait, 25. Yeah, 25. Um, we married in 2005. Um, and we tried and tried and tried and tried. Dear Lord, did we try. We even went to the doctors to try. And that didn't seem to work. So we kind of gave up on it. We kind of said, this is these are the cards that God is dealing to us. We're never gonna, and lo and behold, in 2012, I found out I was pregnant, and it was the best day of my life. I was like 235 pounds. I was happier than a pig in shit, let me tell you. Um, and then, and then I had my beautiful bundle of joy. She was everything to me, and she still means everything to me. She puts a smile on my face. She does not allow me to be a lazy fat pig that I want to be, laying in bed in my own depression, um, saying, "Oh, woe is me," No, it's not like that anymore. I can't do that kind of stuff. I want to make my child happy and I want her to enjoy everything that she possibly can in life. So we go out, we go to the parks, and yeah, mom's sore. Yeah, mom's tired. Mom doesn't want to do these things, but I would be a bad mother if I just made her sit inside all day and just talk to her. And, I would sit here on the couch and play a game with her, um, where I didn't have to move. So, yeah, I take my child places. I make sure she gets out, she gets to have fun. And when my daughter tells me that she's full, I believe her. And I say, okay, that's fine. Even if 20 minutes later she looks at me and says that she wants to eat something, then fine. Okay. That's when I look at her and say, well, this time you really need to actually eat something. And she'll sit there and say, okay, mom. And she'll eat whatever it is that we had for dinner. Um, Seeing how I started this diet thing, my daughter loves hummus. She sits here with me and she dips her carrots or her celery or cucumbers into the hummus, and she's sitting here and she'll just eat away with me. Um, she tells me she doesn't like yogurt, but the way that she says absolutely blows my mind. She says she doesn't like ogres. I said, really? I don't like ogres too. I said, but we gotta eat the ogre. And she just kind of smiles and laughs at me, and she says, "You're silly, Mom." So yeah. Yeah. So after I had my daughter, I was like 250 pounds. And that was in 2012. Right? Yeah, 2012, because I had her. Or maybe it was 2011, right? It was 2011 when I found out I was pregnant. And then 2012, my daughter came into this world. And then I, um, I just gained weight. And I was working. I was working a good 50 hours a week, busting my butt. Um, because at that time my husband couldn't work. Um, my husband and I have had a really bad, I don't know what you want to call it, but a month after we were married, my husband got into an accident while we were out in Turkey, because he's Turkish, of course. Um, and he was on a motorcycle. He could have died. He wasn't wearing a helmet, like an idiot. Um, Somebody slammed into him that was drunk. It made him fly, I guess. Um, Shattered his kneecap and broke his femur bone in two different places. And the doctors in Turkey are not like doctors here in America. They wanted their money before they even looked at you. So that costed a fortune, a small one. So they finally took him in for surgery, and the surgery didn't work. The bones weren't sticking. So him and I had fought for a long time about me coming back here and getting him here and getting, the surgery done here. And so in 2008, I came home in October, and his leg was still broken. It was just stuck together by a piece of metal. And that metal wasn't even really doing anything, it was just sitting inside his bones. Um, and the same thing with the kneecap. There was a metal thing in there in the shape of an 8. Um, then when he had gotten here, I had already had health insurance through my work, and he went and he seen this awesome doctor that explained awesome things to him and gave him this surgery. And that was in 2010. My husband got here in 2010 because it took 2 years to get the paperwork and the money and everything else in between for him to get here. So that was the roughest part of my life. 2 years without my husband, and I worked so hard. I worked 2 different jobs, busting my butt. One job was my main job that made the most money, and then um, I lived with my mother, so not I wasn't like depressed or anything. I just didn't want to be in her house, so I got another job, and I busted my butt at that job, and finally he got his leg fixed. Come to find out, that metal rod that was inside the bone that they had inserted in the bone into his leg, the reason why it didn't work was because the simple fact is that the doctors didn't screw it in. So it was just kind of flopping around in there or whatever. It was directly in the bone. So I guess that it looked like the bone was starting to heal, but then it broke because it's very fragile, um, because the bone was still twisting, because it wasn't screwed in at either end. So it was really weird, the way the doctor explained it. But my husband is fine now. Um, he works his butt off, and now he looked at me and said, "Honey, it's your turn to fix yourself." So let's do this. So now it's my turn to fix myself. He told me to quit my job last week, so I gave my 2 weeks notice. And hopefully we'll get this done, and we can get this all situated, and things will be better. Because I definitely dislike the way that I look in the mirror, because it's not the person I see in my mind, and I want to fix that. So thanks everybody for listening. I never know how to end these things, but you guys have a great day. It's beautiful. It's sunny. The last 2 days have been yucky and rainy here in Massachusetts, but it's a beautiful day today. So take advantage of it. Get outside. It may be cold and windy, but this is like the greenest winter I have ever seen in my 35 years here in Massachusetts.